Okay, today I'm going to show you how to process the triangulum galaxy on Siril. This is a 7-hour stack. First thing we do is crop always. Crop the artifacts if you have them. If you don't have them, it's okay to keep the full image, but in my case I have some stacking artifacts. Okay, then we extract the background to remove the light pollution, which is, as you can see, it's a very purplish background. Keep the 0.50 setting and press apply. Now this was taken without a coma corrector, so I'm gonna first do a color calibration. You just input M33 in the image analysis and do an SPCC color calibration, which will bring the image to its true colors. Choose the 294-585 sensor, that I have. And I'm gonna remove the green noise. As you can see, it's a bit greenish, the image. Alright, now, next, as I told you, I'm gonna fix the stars. Aberration remover, because I have some coma at the edges, which should be fixed with this. This will take some time, so it won't be long, but this was recently made by Riccardo Alberghi. It's a very, very good tool in Siril, like it fixes stars. It's kind of like Blur Exterminator does, but it's free. Okay, so that is done now, and the stars are pinpoints. And next we will remove the stars with StarNet. Leave those two boxes ticked as they are and click execute. And this will remove the stars and leave us with a starless image and a star mask. Okay, the starless image is ready. As you can see, there's no stars left, and this will allow us to stretch the image without damaging the stars. And in this case, I'm going to use wavelets to sharpen the image. You can use Graxpert the convolution as well, but wavelets work well as well. And the image has to be in 32 bits, not 16-bit, to use the wavelets. I'm gonna sharpen very carefully. If you sharpen too much, it will look fake. This is kind of like what you do to planets on Registex, but it needs to be done very, very, very carefully, because if you done a lot, it will ruin the image. As you can see, I have a massive dust spot on the left as well. I will fix that on Photoshop later. The flats were, I think I didn't use flats for this, if I remember well, or the flats weren't good. Okay, now I drag a box on the galaxy, and next we will stretch the data. But first we will denoise the image. I'm gonna go a bit aggressive because there is quite a bit of noise. Okay, so that is ready. As you can see, it's got enhanced a bit as well, the galaxy. Now I drag a box on the outer arms, and we're gonna start with generalized hyperbolic stretch, which will stretch the image carefully, unlike histogram transformation, which will stretch it a bit aggressively. I first start by moving the histogram to the right and clipping the background a bit again. And from now on, I will always use the eyedropper tool, so we only stretch the box which we will put on the galaxy. And after every stretch, you have to lower the black point, so the contrast will come back. Because inevitably what will happen is, as you're stretching, you will lose contrast, obviously. It will blow up the image. and just you keep going like this until you push the data to its limit, because there will be a limit. It depends on the total exposure I have. The more exposure I have, the better the data will look, but in my case I don't have that much exposure. It's 7 hours. It's not bad, but it's not much. And then the last stretches, as you can see, I'm adjusting the stretch intensity and the highlight protection point, so I kind of bring out more the outer arms instead of the core of the galaxy. Because if you keep stretching with high local stretch intensity, it will blow up the core, which we don't want. We want the core to stay a bit white, okay? By white I mean a bit bright, but not that bright that it's blown out. Okay, I'm gonna use as-in transformation, which is good to blacken the background, increase the black point. As-in transformation is good because it doesn't lose your data, it just increases contrast without losing data. I'm gonna increase a bit the blue because I like a bluish triangulum galaxy, only slightly, don't go crazy. But at the end it's an artistic approach as well, depends how you like the colors. So I'm gonna save this as a TIFF file, 16-bit, and I'm gonna input it into Photoshop next. It's imported at 16-bit for Photoshop. Okay, I'm gonna open the file, and we're gonna do some masks here and adjust the colors and increase saturation. I'm also using the spot healing brush to remove that dust spot I told you about. Spot healing brush is the biggest help with this kind of artifact. When you have dust spots, use the healing brush, it's a lifesaver. As you can see, it's completely gone. And I'm gonna flatten the edges as well, because I have some weird black vignetting on the edges. There isn't any data at the edges, so I'm not losing anything. But if you have data there, don't do this, because you will lose that data. In my case, I'm not losing anything. I'm just flattening the edges. Okay, I'm gonna increase the contrast by levels. It's important to watch the histogram. Duplicate the layer and add a layer mask, and then we're gonna start editing the galaxy. I'm gonna start with the outer arms of the galaxy. Alt and right click and blur the layer. Blur it a bit, maybe I choose 19. And I'm gonna choose curves to adjust it. As you can see, it's getting brighter, the galaxy. It's important to do this slowly and carefully so you don't avoid making the galaxy look fake, which is really easy to do. If you stretch not carefully, it will look a bit fake. I'm gonna increase the saturation, sorry, because at the moment it looks like black and white. And it's important to do it iteratively, like bit by bit. Don't just increase the saturation full. It's better to do it slowly. Okay, so I'm gonna balance the colors a bit as well. I like a bluish triangulum galaxy, but you can do whatever you want, whatever you like. And for this triangulum galaxy shot, the saturation needs to be increased quite a bit over many times. That's it. Apply layer mask and merge down or merge visible, and we're gonna do another mask, this time all the galaxy, not just the edges. So we're gonna increase the saturation as well of the whole galaxy, which as you can see at the moment in the center it's still white. Apply a bit of blur and increase the saturation again. As you can see, it's starting to look beautiful now. The colors are coming through. As you can see, I'm doing bit by bit. It's important to not go crazy, which is easy to do, because when you start seeing the beautiful colors of this galaxy, you will go crazy and want to start adding more. I'm gonna add slight green to the core. It's looking pretty good already. I'm gonna sharpen it with the unsharp mask. I add a bit of radius to bring the structure of the galaxy. Looks pretty good. And you can always undo and redo to see the difference it made. It's a subtle difference, but it's noticeable. Just the colors a bit. I like a greenish, yellowish core on the Triangulum galaxy and blue arms. And I'm gonna bring out the galaxy a bit again. This time the whole galaxy, not just the edges. A bit of saturation again. Another mask. We'll make loads of these masks, because you don't want to stretch everything at once. You want to do this slowly. I'm gonna do the far edges of the galaxy now. As you can see, it's like a halo around the triangulum, which is nice to bring it out. And as you can see, it's not, I have like different edges, so I'm gonna choose the black and trim around the galaxy, so I only stretch the galaxy edge, not the background as well. As you can see, I'm painting with the paintbrush. And do the blur again, this time a bit less. As you can see, it's a subtle difference, but it makes a difference. It brings out the outer arms, which is what we want to do here. But if you go too much, it will look fake. You have to get it right. More saturation, so the halo will look a bit colorful, not just white. Apply the layer mask and merge visible again, and we're gonna duplicate the layer again. Okay, this time I'm gonna choose the whole galaxy again. And as usual, we blur the layer again. Oops, I pressed the lens blur by mistake. I'm gonna trim around the galaxy. Okay, and I'm gonna use the camera raw filter to do some clarity stretching and stuff like that. Some colors adjustments. I bring out the blue luminance, which will bring out the arms more, and this is to taste. The camera raw filter is a powerful tool though, so definitely use it, especially the clarity function will bring the outer arms of the triangle very nice. And you can increase saturation and hue and change colors here. It's a very useful tool, and that dehaze some spots and stuff like that. Sharpen, noise reduction, it has a lot of functions here. And as you can see, I'm changing sliders and stuff like that. You can see the difference it made. It brought out the structure of the galaxy. Okay, another layer. And that layer mask, color range. And now we're choosing the background. As you can see, I'm choosing different spots so the background is even. And we're gonna darken the background a bit. And as you can see, the center of the galaxy is selected as well. And we're gonna we need to paint that black so it doesn't get selected, because we don't want to touch the center of the galaxy. As you can see, I made a mistake here. To make the mask, you have to be selected. The white box have to be selected before. So I'm gonna choose the paintbrush and paint it black so it doesn't get touched, the center of the galaxy. And then I'm gonna do the levels and blacken the background. And this is to taste. If you like a pitch black background, yeah, go for it. But personally, I like medium black background. Not too much black, not too much white. If you clip the data, that histogram peak, if you go past it, you will lose data. You will clip it, we call it in astrophotography. If you clip the data, you won't be able to recover it. Apply layer mask again, increase some saturation. As you can see, it looks pretty nice already. I'm trying to heel brush that edge, but it's not coming out well. Alright, and don't forget to save. Sometime it's a good idea to save, because it may crash or something like that. It happened to me before, like you finish an image and it crashes. And you lose everything, you have to start all over. Adjust the green a bit. As you can see, it will neutralize the colors a bit. Save again. Now we go back to Siril. and save the Galaxy Starless as a 32-bit file. You can overwrite the Starless file as I did here. And now we're gonna add the stars with the Verilux star composition. It's a new way to add the stars, this one. You can also add them with the star composition like the old ways, but this is a bit better because you have more control. And I choose the ASI 294 sensor and choose screen. Screen is better because linear, the stars will look a bit funky. And the second slider will tone the stars down. The first slider will choose how much stars there are in the image. And there's also the color grip variance, vibrance, sorry. That will adjust the star saturation. If you lower it, the stars will get white. The second slider, I don't really know what it is. The shadow convolution or something like that. Maybe the noise is a bit the shadows, I don't know, to be honest. I didn't see any difference by sliding it back and forth. Maybe someone can comment on what that is. And it looks good like this. Personally, I like a starry image. I don't like an image with no stars. As you can see, it's very good like this already. Now my stars have some weird spikes because I didn't align the frames between sessions and the stars got a bit out of alignment. So I'm gonna fix those in Photoshop because I have a software named Star Spikes Pro 4 and I'm gonna fix them with that since I have it. If you don't have it, you can always heel brush the extra spikes out, which I will do anyway, but I'm gonna add some spikes on top of my spikes. The software is nice, it adds realistic spikes. They're not fake spikes, they are fake spikes because they're not real, but they look very real. Now I'm gonna heel brush the extra spikes out. As you can see, I have 8 spikes, not 4. I'm gonna heel brush them out. And depends how patient you are. In my case, I'm not that patient, so I will remove only the brightest and obvious ones. If you want, you can go all around the image and adjust them, but you may not have this issue. Since I have it, I'm fixing it, but in your case it may be different. I never go for perfection. I made it clear many times. I just image space. I'm not after perfectionism. I never wanted perfectionism and never will want it. Sometimes an imperfect photo is a lot better than a perfect photo and you're not happy with it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the spikes. I'm gonna choose four star spikes, diffraction, because we use the 4 spider Newtonian. And I'm gonna adjust them so they look real. Sometime I'm gonna do a video about this software because it's really good. And it's cheap, it's 30 euros, something like that. This software was, or 20 something. Okay, it's aligned with the spikes I have. and I added some. You can adjust the quantity of the spikes. I don't go for a lot of spikes because it will look horrible if you add a lot of spikes, but I just add the brightest stars only. Okay, as you can see, it's a lot better now. The diffractions have gone away. It's a pretty nice image. I'm gonna add a bit of contrast and reduce a bit of noise. There is some noise in the image, but it's important to not denoise too much or it will blur the image out, because we did a lot of effort by sharpening it already. We don't want to blur it, but it's a bit of noise reduction is needed here. And Photoshop noise reduction works pretty well. You can also choose layers and denoise by layers. Like you can denoise the blue layer, for example. It all depends on what you're trying to do. As you can see, I made a mistake. I made a spike over the nebula, so I'm doing the filter again. As you can see, that nebula is not a star. It has a spike on it. I'm removing it because it doesn't look good with the spike on it since it's not a star. Okay. It's really good. The image is ready. As you can see, it was a bit of effort, but well worth it. It's a beautiful, beautiful galaxy. Messier 33 is one of my favorite ones. Simply because it's so close to us, 2.7 million light years away, and you can see so much detail, just like Andromeda Galaxy. It's really, really good. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next video. Clear skies.